Virgos, what we doing? You know what time it is. What do we have before us now? Well, we are soon to find out. That's for sure. You know what I mean? Hope y'all are doing well out there, feeling well, feeling good, vibing high. If not, you'll get there. You know, we'll get there. I'm starting off kind of slow. I woke up pretty slow today, you know? But, oh, that makes sense. The moon is in Taurus right now, so it all makes sense. And you see, don't think I'm not an astrologer anymore, y'all. Like I am. I'm just trying new things, you know what I'm saying? Just testing out new methods, and, you know, there's all kind of ways to get this occult knowledge. So I don't want to stay rigid and confined within my sector either, you know what I mean? But I still do apply astrology. As a matter of fact, I got an astrology video that I'm halfway done with it. But I'm like doing more. I'm doing like these decoding astrology videos now, like about conspiracy theories, or just, you know, looking at certain events that happened historically that we can unpack in an astrological way. So those types of videos take more time. They're on my membership channel as well, on my membership page. So yeah, that was an advertisement plug-in. Ha! But anyway, this will be a 4-card draw. Let's get into it. I'm going to slice and dice the deck. We're going to talk about a particular situation that's in your life right now, an obstacle, an action recommended to take based upon that obstacle, and an outcome. We're doing outcomes today. This is 7 of Pentacles. So, when I see 7 of Pentacles, you worked hard, or you are working hard on something, and you're seeing that it's happening. It's working for you, Virgo. This is your card. So you are seeing the power of manifestation based upon planting some seeds, watching your bushel grow. Whatever that is growing, you know what it is. This is something that is replenishing. So whatever you put into this, you're getting out of it. And it's favorable because it excites you and it encourages you to do it again, to utilize repetition. So you're going to feel confident in that because it's something that you could routinely do and you can be fixed in it. You're looking at this thing grow and you're feeling empowered because you're like, I knew I could do it. I knew I could do it. Look at me go. You know what I mean? It's probably something that has taken you a while to get up off of the ground, but not only that, it may also be something that still hasn't proven to be like gargantuic of some sort. You know what I mean? So where it's just like, you know, everyone may not be aware of the potential because they don't know the groundwork. They don't know the soil of it. So even if you explained it to it, like I feel like you're getting some recognition from this, but people are not believing that it's so, what's that word? Reliable. And it's because they don't know the inner workings of the soil. They don't know how to work the soil. When I'm saying soil as an analogy for this actual thing. It could be business related. It could be something else. I don't even totally know exactly. You know better than I do. But you've seen some payouts from it, is basically what I'm saying. I don't care how small they are. You've seen them, so you know the workings of the soil are good. And you did that. You did that. This is something that you should be proud of yourself of, first of all. You don't have to congratulate anyone for this. You don't have to pat nobody's butt because of this. And not only that, you're looking at this like, you know what? I'm going to do good for people because of this. Now, it could just be your family. You could say, okay, now I got a way to feed my family. Cool. If it's not your family, it's some type of group, some type of environment, and it might even be a workforce. It might even be a workforce because you see the potential Like I'm feeling like if you don't have family members to take care of and stuff like that, and it's not to the level of being charitable with the money, then you're gonna take the steps of, okay, well, let me hire a workforce, take care of a workforce, and then once it reaches the level that I feel is capable of being charitable, that's going to be your next step. What's the obstacle with this thing, Virgo? King of Pentacles. Now, normally I would say that this is you. It's still pentacle related. There's vegetation everywhere. So it's earthbound is what I'm saying. There's security involved. This could be you in the future. I'm getting that this could be a glimpse into your future, right? But if you are looking at it in this way, it's an obstacle. And how could that be? It's because you'll get comfortable and you'll stop taking the risks that's taken when you're doing some entrepreneurial shit like this here. This was a risk that you took. No matter how small, it was still a risk. But once you reach this level, you're not gonna be in that vein anymore. And this is how you're thinking. Like, oh, once I reach that level, then I won't even have to do the daring stuff anymore. And I'm getting that would be an incorrect way of thinking. You might even get into investing. You might want to get into investing in other businesses or people when the security really lies in what you're already growing. Now, I'm also getting that if this is not you, this is your competition. And the reason that they are a obstacle is because they don't take risks. So what does that mean? Well, let me see if I can give you an example. There's a study I did some years back, and it was relative to the stock market and investors. And they were measuring conservative investors versus high risking taking investors. And the conservative investors made more money in the long run. The aggressive investors made more money in the short term. And it really poses a good question, like, which would you rather be? Because the risk takers were making immediate money in the immediate moment. And the way that the economy was at that particular time, it was favorable for short-term risk takers, should you ask me. And I wrote this in the report. And it was because there was so much QE, quantitative easing, going on and printing the money, that it was like an automatic thing to do. Like, you knew you was going to make money because so much artificial money was printed into the economy. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, why not take the risk? It's like free money. It's like Monopoly out this motherfucker. But the conservatives were still like, yeah, I don't trust all of that shit. I'm trusting in what I know, gradual growth. And, you know, the analogy of the short-term risk taker versus the long-term risk taker is YOLO, you only live once, you know what I'm saying? And they could die tomorrow, so that's why they take such massive action. Those are your gambler types, the extroverted types, you know what I'm saying? And granted, they have a point, right? What are you holding on to all of this money for? What are you waiting for a rainy day for? Why are you saving for a rainy day type shit? But people have their own personalities and their own ideals. And I think if this is your competition, Virgo, then they're the type that is more conservative than you are. They're the type that are going to stick to tried and true solutions. They're not trusting everything that people are believing based upon the free fake money. They're sticking to sound investments that a community of investors have been doing for some time. So this is also someone that you can learn from. If this is not your competition and you view yourself as this in the future, it flips. You understand what I'm saying? It flips. So it's not, the obstacle is not saying to be this person. You actually have to be you. You have to be the risk taker that makes the investment. I don't know if it's short term. I don't know if you want some short term shit. I don't know how fast you develop this, but you don't want to be this stagnated King of Pentacles. Let's see what the action recommended is taking. The action recommended to take is the Hierophant. Exactly. For those of you who know, the Hierophant to me is a Sag card. So there is some reckless decision makings when it comes to the sign of Sagittarius. Don't get mad at me, Sag. It's cross-watching. It just is what it is. Own up to it. So it makes perfect sense. This is the action recommended to not see. You're challenging the traditional institution. Because the Hierophant card could be either carrying on tradition or starting your own wave, going against tradition. It could be either or. There's going to be some action taken, and let me see something. It's going to come by way of communication, this action, and it's going to be quick, right? Because I'm looking at the numbers to really strongly predict what it is that's at hand here. So we got the number 7 here. We got the number 5 here. 5 is a number of action. It's quick. 7 plus 5 is 12. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 is quick. More action. Masculine numbers. They're odd. Get where I'm going with this? So it proves that this conservative approach of this individual right here is not in your best nature. Now, sure, you might be, well, like, man, I don't want to fuck my money up in this, that, and the third. Look, I just got finished watching a video from one of my peoples in business who said they spent, what, $2 to $3 million on marketing? Fucked up $2 to $3 mil on marketing. Now they got the know-it-all and the skill to tell us, you know, how to avoid that or whatever the case may be. But she didn't have this bitter look on her face. You know what I'm saying? She was just kicking it. It is what it is. You know, she failed forward. She spent $2 to $3 mil. You know what I'm saying? She knows what she knows now. So sometimes people take time to gain knowledge to get money, and some people spend their money to obtain the knowledge. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Whichever way you choose to do it is the way that you choose to do it. But your reading is stating to fail forward. And it's not really, I mean, I don't see any failure here. It's just, you don't want to be that. This is kind of this is a trying reading, because who wouldn't want to be the King of Pentacles, right? But again, it's your obstacle card. I think you enjoy doing this more than the money, more than obtaining the money. I think the money is a byproduct that you're proud of, and you understand that the money, as long as it comes back, you can continue to do it again. So this is what this is about. You're actually happy about the work that you do. You're happy that you could put other people on. You're happy about that whole process. All of this being the king, you know, the Warren Buffett of shit and all that, that ain't what's recommended for you. That's actually going to get in your way. I think you're a better business builder than you are a financial builder. And that's why this Hierophant card is saying, look, just go be a little loosey-goosey. All right? Fuck the traditions. The conservatives, let them be the conservatives. Right now, we need you to make a daring move and challenge the knowledge and the beliefs and the education system that is rigid and fixed. But this is a Virgo reading, so you're mutable out of all of the earth signs, so you have a better ability to do that than the others. Okay, this is the outcome. The Magician in reverse. Okay, this may cause you some frustration. The outcome is going to be some frustration because you will fail to become creative. And I think this is going to have to deal with your industry. So with the number one here, I'm thinking you're a first mover in this industry. You might have invented this business that you started. And if not, then it's your competition who's the first mover and you're the second mover. And now you're trying to come up with a move or a product that combats whatever new thing that they've done because they're the first mover. And you're like the second mover. If you want to acknowledge that, let me see what's a good analogy of that. Apple making the first smartphone, the iPhone, first mover. Droid, second mover. And you see where they at with it. It's like a never-ending story with them. So this will show in some type of way in the business area that you are not an expert of some sort. And you will need to communicate with people and get advice from professionals in order to get back in the good graces of the commerce world. It is what it is. I'm out.